It's Friday, November 30th of 2018, and it's really, really bright this morning for Guy's Daily Drive. And good morning. God, I cannot believe the glare coming off of it. Now, I haven't done a Guy's Daily Drive in a while, and there's a good reason. And this is, as you can see from the glare, this is part of the reason. We do this thing here in the States, and other countries do it as well. Where in the fall, they change the clocks. The clocks go back an hour, which, if you get up early, I suppose is good, because it means you have a little more light than you normally would. However, it also means in the evenings, when I'm getting ready to leave for home, it is already dark it's pretty much already dark by 5 p.m. And most of the Guy's Daily Drives that I was doing was on my way home. And of course, recording here in the car, that means that it's so dark that you can't even really see me. So I haven't been able to do any Guy's Daily Drives at night. And the trying to do them in the morning is also a problem, because of the direction that I travel in the morning is south, and the sun coming up in the east means that it's over my shoulder here, and it just throws up so much glare that, well, you can see the result. So that's a good reason why I haven't been doing any Guy's Daily Drives. But there's been some stuff going on, some that I've talked about on the other podcasts that I do. My son, Guy Jr., wrecked my wife's car, which was not a good thing. And, it was an accident, and it certainly I'm happy that he wasn't hurt, but it's a shame that the car was pretty much totaled. So she ended up getting a new car. She has she's a big fan of Nissans. She's had, other than the really crappy Volkswagen Beetle that I bought her, the 2003 Volkswagen Beetle, which is one of the reasons why I will never buy another Volkswagen, at least another Volkswagen of recent vintage. She had, when I first met her, she had a Nissan 200SX. Then she got the Maxima, and not counting the Beetle, then she had the Versa, which got wrecked, and now she has a Nissan Altima, and it's a very, very nice car. I rented one when one of the Max stocks that I went to when I got into Chicago. That was the kind of car that I ended up with, and it was great. Plenty of room, especially and for someone like me that's saying something. So that happened. The other thing is I'm closing down all of my websites. So the Mac to the Future, mttfgo.com is going to go away. Maltese Cube is going to go away. Old Man and the Lion is going to go away. And as all these websites come up for renewal, I will just cancel them out. And it's not that my web presence is going to be reduced. I'm basically, instead of trying to maintain all these different sites, I'm just moving everything to a single site. So all my podcasts, updates on the books that I write that I haven't been writing because sometimes I just don't have time, blogs, things like that, that are apart from the stuff that I do at mymac.com. Hold on a second. Will all be at this new site, which I haven't told you the name of yet because I'm not quite ready to reveal it. But it's all going to be there instead of spread out all over the place. Now, this is also along with things like my Patreon page and my coffee page to try to raise money to help pay for all these things that I do. But that's basically what's going to happen with that. I'm getting rid of all the other sites. I'm just going to maintain and update one site, and I'm still in the process of building it now, moving content, things along those lines. Now this weekend, it's still not definitely done, but this weekend I was going to go to Ohio because Audio-Technica, which is a company I'm a fan of, that make great microphones, they make turntables, they make all kinds of audio stuff, is having a big warehouse sale in Stowe, Ohio, which isn't that far. It's like right in the Akron area. And of course I have my friend Dave and his wife Joyce that live there that I go to visit. So they're having this big warehouse sale, and it was like, it's not that I really need anything, but if they have some stuff at like really, really good prices, then, why the heck not? But unfortunately, the weather for at least Friday and Saturday is looking really, really awful. And honestly, I just don't want to drive for 6 hours through that kind of garbage. So I don't know. I may go, I may not. I haven't really decided yet. But I will make a decision soon. And if I do go, it's always a good time when I go see my buddy Dave. And as an added incentive, they're going to a Christmas party on Saturday, to which, if I go, I've been invited as well, which is great. I love Christmas parties. I love meeting people. But it may not happen if, the weather in that area is just, god-awful. So, I don't know. I really do want to go. So I will push that as hard as I possibly can. The other thing, sorry, been really busy on the podcast front. I did Mac to the Future Go Livecast 80 with David Ginsburg. Warren wasn't feeling well. Did that Wednesday night. I've got the edited version is up on YouTube, and the audio version is now in iTunes under Guy's Daily Drive, which is really the only thing that's been going into that feed lately. God. So hopefully this will get in there as well. But I also then did last night In Touch with iOS, which is Dave Ginsburg's one of his podcasts, and that was a lot of fun. I love talking about iOS and some of the stuff look at this right here. I do this with all of iOS, mostly. Not the editing, but certainly the recording part. And this weekend, Daz isn't going to be available to do the MyMac podcast, so instead, Dave Ginsburg is going to be on MyMac podcast 7 34, I think it is, something like that. It's we're so far up there. Sometimes it's hard to remember. But that's always going to be a good time. So I think that's going to about do it for today. Thank you all for watching and or listening. If you'd like to get a hold of me, guy at mymac.com. I'm not going to push the guy at mttfgo.com email address anymore. Not much point. There may be a new email address based on the new site, but I haven't decided that yet. It's an extra cost that I just don't think I need with Gmail and so many other free options out there now. If you would like to get a hold of me, of course, guy at mymac.com. You can catch me on the Twitters, where my Twitter handle there is MacParrot. If you'd like to help contribute to some of the things that I do, I have a Patreon page, patreon.com/MacParrot. Also a Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com/MacParrot. And those are all ways that you can help contribute to my expenses for doing all these things. You don't have to. Certainly, there's no pressure for me to do so. I will continue to do these podcasts. I haven't really figured out a way to incentivize. I can't even think if that's really the word I'm thinking of. To try to get people to donate. Honestly, I just can't be that fussed about it right now. If you want to donate, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. And I know one way that some people do it is to put out special podcasts, certain things just for the people who contribute. And I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. With 3 different podcasts that I'm a part of, what else could I possibly say that would be interesting enough to get people to pay for it? I don't know. So, but anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you all again for watching and or listening. And I will see you next time, hopefully not with so much glare on Guy's Daily Drive. Yeah.